the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is March 1st, 2024. It is 1:10 a.m. I'm on this channel right now just to show you that I did put a video out late last night, maybe around 8-9 o'clock, so not too many people have seen it. But this video is gonna be for INVICTUS Team Sussex. So we are on INVICTUS Team Sussex now. 3,805 subscribers. New subscribers welcome. Estimate revenue $153.05. This is for record purposes. Feel free to skip whenever I'm doing this part. Okay, so the last 48 hours, 2,115 views. Okay, and the amount, same thing, and subscription. So I have some tweets to share with you. Majority of them are noise. Okay, about 18 of them are noise, and the last two regarding Meghan, and a TikTok video that I came across, but the majority of them noise. Okay, all of this noise. But these 3 tweets is about Harry's case, the Vivek and his security. So I came across, actually the first 2 are almost the same thing. It's just that I wanted to see a screenshot that this person took, and I wanted to see it bigger, and I went to search for it so I could see the court, what the court said about Harry in a bigger, so when I click on it I could see it bigger. All right, so and then there's some comment on that. and yeah, and a video about Diana. Okay, a old video. So let's go on Twitter. We're gonna start with this. I think I could either use one. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This one I saw first, and when I click on this, I wanted to see this part here, the bottom part, bigger, but I can't because it's a screenshot of it. All right, so because of that, I went and the next tweet will be able to see it. You see, I could have easily ignored that one completely. What is this about? Okay, so she was responding to this. Okay, she said exactly. So let's see this. For a moment, I was beginning to feel sympathy for their monarch. I think I put this somewhere down there on the list. Okay, learning that he denied his grandkids a chance at seeing their great-grandmother one last time to spite his sons and daughter-in-law. When he knew she had cancer and was close to death, will always keep him on my shit list. Okay, I almost gave a F, scared the shit out of me. All right, so this is the part that really caught my attention. So I'm gonna go to this tweet so I could see everything much bigger. All right, so next tweet. Okay, so there it is here. So she took a screenshot of this, but I wanted to see this bigger, so when I click on it, I could read it much better. All right, Prince Harry and Meghan had requested security to bring Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet Diana to the UK in September 2022 before the Queen died, but the Home Office and Royal Household lacked adequate security. The judicial review judgment revealed this. Okay, no one better try emotionally blackmailing them to bring the children to see King Charles. He obviously doesn't really care for his biracial grandchildren, and that explains why he also removed Frogmore Cottage from them. Honestly, I think Harry doesn't need to return back to the UK with Meghan and the kids. It's a sinister, evil establishment. I don't know what they're thinking. It's like they think of the now. Right now, they find a solution, but they don't see the ripple effect of their decision making, how it might impact later on. If Harry doesn't show up for Charles' funeral, there's a reason why. Okay, and his brother is no better. His brother is even worse. My goodness. Okay, so that was something else that I was thinking. Okay, so I remember. One of the things we need to take into consideration, okay? Let's not forget that the Queen had a secretary. I mentioned this many times, but for those who are new, the Queen had a secretary, and the secretary was looking out for the crown, okay? Which is his job for the sovereign and make sure everything goes accordingly, and he was doing his job really well. So now when Charles and what's the other one? Charles and Andrew, okay, wanted certain things, and that secretary said no to both of them. Because of that, Charles and Andrew put their heads together to remove that secretary, and they did, and they replaced him with someone that will do as they please. Was it Edward Young? I believe that's the new secretary for the Queen. And then ever since then, everything been going downhill. So that the secretary was supposed to be the eyes and ears for the Queen. Okay, anything that's happening and looking for the best interest for the crown, which at that time was the Queen, for the Queen to make proper decision. But what I think happened here, now that Charles and Andrew remove the secretary, and that new secretary is keeping information away from the Queen, and it seems like it was Charles who was making all the decision. Okay, and then that secretary was okay with it. Okay, keep that in mind as I read this. I didn't read it yet, but we're gonna see. And I need to read the court document. I think I have the link somewhere, but I never took the chance to read it. Okay, so let's see here. Line 122, the Home Office had been notified on 3 August 2022 that the claimant and his wife and children will be visiting the United Kingdom between 2 and 11 September 2022. The itinerary did not redacted. Okay, on 10 August 2022, Ravik met to decide what protective security, if any, should be provided. And remember, later on, they told Harry he needs to give them 28 days in advance. Okay, so in order for them to give him the security. And let's not forget also that Harry wanted to pay for it. Okay, that was not at the cost of the institution. Okay, Harry was willing to pay for it, and they all said no. Okay, all this, keep those things in mind. Okay, if any, should be provided. A letter outlining Vivek's decision was sent to the private secretary to the sovereign. Okay, that private secretary now is now who Charles had put in place. Okay, so the sovereign may not be aware of any of this because he probably, in my humble opinion, did not tell the queen what was going on. Okay, since the request for protective security had come through the royal household, the letter of 12 August was from the chair of the Vivek to Sir Edward Young. This is the guy here. Okay, Sir Edward Young. And then later on we find out he was part of the member on the Vivek. Okay, so all of this play a part in it. It explained that, it redacted text, now line paragraph 123. On 10 August 22, Shillings wrote to say that the proposed security arrangement for the September visit were not lawful and that redacted text was plainly inadequate. It was also stated that the August decision of Vivek was taken prior to the public event announcement made on 15 August 2022 concerning events that the claimant will attend while in the United Kingdom. It was submitted on behalf of the claimant that this will require Vivek to reconsider its decision. In his statement, Mr. Hipgrave, okay, this is brand new to me, denies it was incorrect to suggest that Vivek did not know on 10 August 22 that the event will be made public and the time at which this will happen. Okay, paragraph 124. The response from the government legal department to Shillings on 2 September 22 state that Vivek did not consider it necessary or appropriate to reconsider the August decision. In the meantime, Shillings had written on 1 September 22 to request that the chair of Vivek speak personally to the claimant, okay, which is Harry. That request was granted. A video conference took place that day with the claimant outlining his desire generally for redacted. On 3 September 22, Mr. Hipgrave wrote to Shillings to say that the chair of Vivek had decided that the August 2022 decision remained appropriate. Mr. Hipgrave is not aware of any security incidents arising in relation to the claimant during the period of his visit up to 8 September 22. Keep in mind, the New York chase, the incident that happened in New York was in 2023. Now, they're saying here it was up to 8 September 2022. So that's like a year later, the New York incident happened. Okay, so keep that in mind. But I forgot to mention that on my original recording. Okay, let's not forget, I learned that the New York incident, the chase, there were some, I don't know how it fit into that because I didn't read the entire thing personally. I'm seeing little bits and pieces everywhere. Is that the incident that happened in New York, the police department had wrote to, I wrote something, to whom did that letter goes to? Okay, but it was made in court. And then let's not forget as well, all these racist police officers, you know, that was fired and people that were arrested regarding threats that were made to Harry and Meghan in particular.
But there were many serious, credible threats against Meghan, were there, emanating from the far right?
Absolutely. If you'd seen the stuff that was written and you were receiving it, the kind of rhetoric that's online, if you don't know what I know, you would feel under threat all of the time.
So you were convinced that there was a genuine threat to Meghan's life on on more than one occasion, on several occasions?
We had teams investigating it. People have been prosecuted for those.
Right? So they don't know any of this? Okay. Okay, paragraph 125. In connection with the charitable event attended by the claimant in Manchester on 5 September 2022, redacted text, the claimant raised concern with redacted text about his travel by train to Manchester because of his proximity to the public. My goodness. And they want him to come back and they refuse all of this? It's not like Harry wanted it for free. So if Harry doesn't go to the UK for Charles' funeral or anybody, we don't know who's gonna die first. But it seems like he's sick, there's cancer, pancreatic cancer, whatever, you know. And with his age, nobody lives forever. So if he dies and Harry doesn't show up, don't blame Harry. Okay, and we know the next in line will most likely will not provide anything, any of the security. Okay, so let me read some of the comments here. I read it again. He was not denied security. He wasn't happy with the level of security offered. He's not a working royal. He cannot expect the same level as Prince William, but that is not denying him security. He will always have bespoke security on risk assessment if he gives notice to a visit. Okay, he should expect the same security if the risk is higher and if that institution and the British media empire have worked tirelessly since he married a biracial woman to increase his risk by inciting hate through a relentless media camps. Okay, it's evil to do that, and then they say you're, what is it? Okay, I'm not gonna go through all of this, but okay, it's evil to do that and then say you're going to get even lower security, pure unadulterated evil. If being the keyword, nothing to do with his wife. One last time, Harry is not working royal, non-working royal, get basic security level KC, Queen Consort, and Prince of Wales. No me, chill. Okay, these are the haters who refuse to understand the facts. Okay, they will, you know what? If they feel all of this, you know, may that return tenfold back to them. Okay, so we got all the haters coming up here. Okay, why did Harry pay for his own security? He tried, they refused. There's the thing here. Okay, he tried, they said no. Okay, can we please stop talking about these California millionaires? It's not real life. Wow, it's not real life. Please just stop. Wow, you can just get lost. Oh my goodness. So I'm done with this. The reason I wanted to come here is because of this. I wanted to say it much bigger. All right, let me pause for a second. Someone just sent me something. Okay, I'm done with this, by the way. Okay, so someone just sent me this. I just put it on the list. It's it's right here. I'm gonna have it after I go over this one. Okay, we're gonna do this one first. Court decision, and then we do a small video about Princess Diana. Next tweet. Oh, 7. The number 7 is missing. Okay, still about the court thing. I'm joining Prince Harry to ask if there is, quote, an example of someone with the same threat assessment as him who received no security after leaving public duty. Okay, so she took a screenshot. Oh, okay, it's too blurry like that. From royal duties, Prince Harry was not happy with this decision and demanded an example of someone with the same threat assessment as him who received no security after leaving public duty, according to the Telegraph. Okay, we know exactly who. Okay, good question, and the answer is no. They can't give any such example. The removal of security started as a threat, blackmail to get Prince Harry back. But I think now the royal family has lost control of this, not even sure how they can intervene without losing face. Okay, why do you think the royal family has lost control? I feel like Charles is behind all those decisions. I think the politicians have got involved now, and once the family withdrew the security, they won't give it back. It's now no longer a family issue. I suspect this is why they have not done similar for Andrew. Okay, Andrew had his security removed, as did his daughters. Prince Edward and Duchess of Edinburgh had theirs removed in 2011, and now only protection. But the thing is that, do you hear anything on the tabloid every day about these people? Do you hear anything? You don't hear anything about them. But every day, it's something about Harry. Even though Harry left the country, they don't even mention the work that he's doing in a positive way. My goodness. When carrying out official duties, likewise, Princess Anne only has royal protection when conducting official royal business. Okay, do you hear anything about her every day on the papers? This is the difference here. They inciting the hate every day on Harry. Okay, election day is March 5th. Okay, so that's an ad. There is only one. She is now dead. The whole world knows who that is. His mother. Okay, Andrew's girls, they lost protection. But the thing again, you don't hear anything about them. Alright, I'm okay, I'm sorry, but even he doesn't know his own threat assessment, so how could anyone else? Okay, this is Airhead talking right now. Who is threatening Harry for real? Okay, let me not... You know what? Let me go into that and see what they say here. People who are sick and tired of his constant complaint. No, it's the family itself who wants him back to leave his wife, and then they went on the bashing on him every day on the tabloid, put false story about him, and then you bring, you know what? All this baggage for God. Okay, so there's this here. What about his mother? Then they remove her security. I might be wrong. Yeah, that's exactly that. And then they claim, okay, this is the part where Harry wants to make sure it's not him who refused security. They claim that Princess Diana did not want security. They create some freaking stories about they might spying on her for some crazy stuff, okay? So Harry is putting on record he tried his best, okay? So now there's a video about Princess Diana. Okay, so there's this here. Oh, it's not the one. No, it's not that. Never mind. Okay, great time to share that leftover royal family are dangerously and desperately wicked. Thank God Prince Harry had the foresight based on what his father and side chick did to his mother to flee with his family from that hellhole. These people are not family. They are heartless vampires. Like I said, evil originate over there. Okay, what she said, that family is a disease on society. Okay? That's a good way of putting it. Disease on society. Because everywhere they go, they left destruction after destruction. Okay? There's Dr. Schuller here. Almost 2 minutes. Let's listen.
Remember the history. Do not forget what they did to Diana. When Diana was breaking and, you know, in serious mental distress, but she wasn't mad because they were treating her so badly. And actually just last week, one of...
Like I was saying, and not in this video, but in some other videos, okay? They doing things to her. Okay, everyone around her are on the same page of what Charles or the three in the marriage wants them to be on. And then they pretend it's her who is crazy. Okay? Meanwhile, reality, she sees with her own two eyes, and then they're calling her crazy. Okay, I'm glad this lady is speaking positively of Princess Diana. Alright, so I'm moving it back slightly. You know what, let's start it all over. I might stop in between again.
Remember the history. Do not forget what they did to Diana. When Diana was breaking and, you know, in serious mental distress, but she wasn't mad because they were treating her so badly. And actually just last week, one of Jeffson, I think, said that they leaked all this information about Diana. I remember Nicholas Soames saying on Newsnight, you know, she's crazy, because she did not let Charles own the narrative.
They're desperately trying to control the narrative because they know that if they lose it, then the truth will come out.
Because she wanted to tell her side of the story, and they leaked that she was mad.
Be so public. You say you tried to do this privately.
And every single time I've tried to do it privately, there have been briefings and leakings and planting of stories against me and my wife. You know, the family motto is never complain, never explain, but it's just a motto, and it doesn't really hold.
There's a lot of complaining and a lot of explaining.
Endless.
Private, being done through leaks.
Through leaks. They will feed or have a conversation with the correspondent, and that correspondent will literally be spoon-fed information and write the story, and in the bottom of it, they will say that they've reached out to Buckingham Palace for comment. But the whole story is Buckingham Palace commenting. So when we're being told for the last 6 years, we can't put a statement out to protect you, but you do it for other members of the family, there becomes a point when silence is betrayal.
And they destroyed this woman's mental health.
They tried.
And they did the same, I think. A woman who came from a very different world. And I remember...
Okay, the video jumped a little bit. It's not me who did that. It's the video itself, okay?
Writing 3,000 words. The cover story in Times US, Time Magazine US. And at the end I said, she doesn't know the country she's entering. She doesn't know the family she's entering. The only way this was 5 months before they got married. The only way they will survive is if they leave. She had no idea about the backstory in this family. And you talk to me about racism over and over again. Charles says to a woman I know, a journalist I know from Manchester, he says, "Where are you from?" She says, "Manchester." "You don't look as if you're from Manchester." The Prince Philip, I met him at the Royal Shakespeare Company because I was a governor. I'm standing with my husband. He passes us by, he comes back and he looks at my husband and he says, "You're married to her?" No, is she yours? They are full of it. And Meghan had to survive it.
Wow. I need to record this by itself. Okay, Meghan did not know. Okay, look at when Harry brought Meghan to meet the Queen. I'm saying princess. To meet the Queen. She didn't know who Andrew was. Okay, because Andrew was holding the Queen's purse and she was asking Harry who the guy was. Meghan did not know. Okay, let's see here. This lady is spot on with her statement about that family. They are toxic. He is a warrior and so much like his mom. And as much as you may hate this, I think William has hard life too. Yes, he did, but he add to Harry's pain. Some of the pains that Harry's going through is because of William. If he had taken a different route, I'm not saying to be on board and everything. There's a line of respect. Okay, you respect his wife, even if you don't like her, stay away from her or whatever. But don't go out of your way to add to Harry's pain on top of what probably the twin, the marriage, and the father is doing. Because they both went through the same thing. They lost their mother at a very young age. But William went berserk. Whatever the institution was training him to be, he is that. And then he add to his brother's pain. Take money from the tabloid, which they had made a pact before. Harry said that. And then he turned against his brother. Okay? I think William has hard life too. He should have sought therapy and that will have helped. I mean, the way they train, he could. I'm not saying no. He could, but the way they train him, he's too deep in it. I don't know. Okay, there's one comment under it. Agree. Okay, this is someone that I blocked. What did this person say? Who is that? I never seen this one before. Okay, I think it's very clear William didn't get the help he needed. Yeah. I mean, they train him since at a young age. He gets everything, the best of everything. So, yeah, let me go into this. That was a retweet. Okay, this professor... Okay, let me pause. This professor write good article concerning monarchy. She's not wrong. Okay? And she said something about the Time magazine, New York Time magazine. At the end of it, she said the only way they will survive if they left. And this is what happened. I wish I could see that magazine she's making reference to. Alright, I need to... to record this by itself. Okay, so this is, I think I'm gonna make this a video by itself because the others are just noise, so I'll keep the noise by itself. Maybe this one I'll put it on PYTE. This is a video someone had recently, literally while I was recording, it popped up, and let's see, let me share it with you. And I'll be putting my own music in it too because there's a sound to it. Let me pause it. This is it. Damn, this is 2024 energy right there. Rewrite at dawn. Oh, while I'm thinking of this, there's another tweet I'll input. All right, let me show you. Because it was all the way down here. TikTok. Let's move it. Maybe this one. Let's move this. Remove all the good things. Maybe that should be before what I'm about to share with you. Okay, I just remember. Let's put this one first. And then I'll go to that one. and then I'll go to this one. Okay. So there's that here. I love their strength, their resilience, their gorgeous smile through it all. Okay, so there they are. Look at the dog. It's like, pet me. Guy, it's like, pet me. I deserve the pet, to be petted. There they are, just having fun. I mean, they were refusing Harry any sort of joy and happiness. Now that he has it, he find it from someone they didn't expect him to find it. I mean, no matter who he would marry, that person will go through certain level of scrutiny, but not the racist part. Okay? Meghan experienced all of it. My goodness. So Harry decided, you know, I'm out. All right, so let's see some of the comment. Guy is a love dog. I'm telling you, look at him. Every reason there is not to visit his father again, not to attend any forthcoming events such as a wedding or funerals. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because after what I just read from the court document, the portion that I read so far, you know, they're denying him and he forgot about his own. You know, he's gonna die soon. Okay, we don't know when, but eventually everybody's gonna die. And then you have the next one in line, okay, who's even worse than him, who hate him for no reason, because he inflicted pain onto them, Harry and Meghan, and they didn't take his pain the way he wanted, so he get more angry. So what's the point of going over there? Okay. Where was that? Forthcoming events such as weddings or funerals, the signs are all there. Cut any ties to that family, Harry. They will need you, but you definitely don't need them. Right, so there's the ad. They're already crying. They need him for not talking about them. Okay. Me too. I'm watching Harry and Meghan documentary all over again, and honestly, it makes you appreciate them even more because OMG, the hell they went through and still going through because a system hates their magnificent love, hearts and minds. Okay, these photos are almost 10 years old. What? If you truly feel this way, post current photos. What? Yes, dogs are adorable. What the hell? This is from the documentary. Who cares? This is the thing that I've always said. The squad don't really need the royal rights headlines to create a conversation. This is from, I believe that when they were dating and it popped up from the documentary. Right? The Netflix documentary. So there's this person here decided, okay, let me post this. Sometime the squad will post certain things to say, let me clean your timeline, okay, to get rid of the negative vibe that the UK tabloid are spewing on Twitter, okay, to make you change your mood or something like that, because these are happy pictures. Who cares if it was 75 years ago or whatever, okay? You see, I love their strength, their resilience, their gorgeous smile through it all. Okay, that's all. Okay, so now let me put, I remove all the good ones. What else do I have? Okay, I think the other one make reference to the toxic British media. Okay, so let me show you the part that the person just shared with me. Okay, so there's... Okay, damn, this is the 2024 energy right there. We ride at dawn. All right, so I'll be putting a different music in the back, so it might sound a little bit crazy, I don't know, disturbing or noise, but I can just let it play like that, and the music in the background, YouTube will give me copyright, and there'll be screenshot as well. Okay, so let's listen.
Someone offends me or someone hurts me or does something to me, it rolls off my shoulders pretty easy. If somebody comes to me and says, hey, will you forgive me for what I did to you? I'm gonna forgive them and say, girl, come on, let's move on. Look at this, all right. I'm wired that way. I'm easygoing. But if I find out,
oh man,
I'm saying don't get it twisted. If I find out that someone's been scheming, that's a whole different story. Because scheming implies pre-planning. If you've been scheming against me, that means you've been watching for a little while. You've been trying to figure out what it is about me that is most weak, most frail, most vulnerable, so that you can take advantage of me. You've been studying me to find out what my patterns are and what the predilection of my flesh is and what my can figure out the best time to take most full advantage of me and the people that I love. When I find out that you've been scheming against me and the people that I love, well, if it's the war you want, it's a war you don't have.
Okay, so that is it for this video. I didn't plan on making 2 videos, but the way that I see what's going, I don't want to mix that with the noise. Okay, so let's do a prayer. Prayer for protection and prosperity. All right, so let's look for image. Okay, I want a short one because I have more to share with you, and it's gonna be on our Pure Team Sussex. This one I decided to change it to put it on PYTE. Let's do this one. Okay, dear Lord, now that I'm leaving my home to go to work, I ask you for your divine protection on the road. Protect me from accident due to a vehicle malfunctioning or a reckless driver. Do not allow any injury come near my body. Open my eyes wide open and remove any distraction, Lord, so I can pay full attention on the road. Protect me also from crimes, frustrated any plot against me. Cover me under your wings and hide me from the prying eyes of criminals. In the name of Jesus, amen. I think I read this before. Let's leave it as that because I have more to share with you. All right, so this is it. So this is the channel I plan on putting this video. Okay, PYTE Entertainment Team Sussex, 3,712 subscribers and estimate revenue $86.95. I will go along with that amount because I don't put things every day. Occasionally I guess people will watch some old videos. Okay, so there were some traction here and there even though I didn't put new videos. So this video will be on this channel. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and check out my other channels, Pure Team Sussex and our part of Pure Service, which I started at the beginning of this video, where I talk about charities, okay, or anything that related to charities. And I'm supposed to be doing some videos regarding charities that Harry and Meghan have participated in. Go on the website, see what they're all about and all of that. I haven't had any time because I'm making those videos every day for you guys. Okay, so that's it. And my next video, I'm gonna start with this. It's gonna be on Pure Team Sussex. All right, I will start with this street, okay, from Henry VIII. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching.